All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy July. I just went over the Book of the Month picks, and now the Aardvark Book Club picks are also live. I know they usually go up live on their app first, but I always have to wait until they go up on the website so I can share my screen and we can look at all the picks together. I had a little bit of issues with sound the first time. So if you're here, please let me know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can, because there's no point in moving on unless you can hear me. And then we will go over the Aardvark Book Club picks. I also have my um, code, which is Talk Bookish. And so if you sign up for Aardvark for the first time and you live in the US and you use my code, you can get your first book for only $4. So that's a steal. That's even cheaper than Book of the Month. Um, hello, Sandra. I'm so glad you can hear me. So we will go on with checking out these books. We'll see what they have. Again, let me know what you think about their picks, the selection, the book covers, all of the things. Good morning, Sharon. I'm very excited to see what they are offering this month. So let's go ahead and take a peek. All right, here we go. Bam. 6 new books to look through. Okay, July picks. Ooh, they have some good ones. All right, let's start with The Unraveling by V. Keelan, an early release thriller. This chilling, sizzling, and addictive thriller from New York Times bestselling author V. Keelan follows a New York psychiatrist's dark descent into dangerous obsession. It isn't a love story, it's a story about obsession. I love stories about obsession. After experiencing a terrible loss, New York psychiatrist Meredith McCall feels painfully adrift. When she crosses paths with a man with whom she has a tragic connection, she follows him, sparking an unhealthy obsession with Gabrielle Wright. How is he doing so well while her life is in jail? She is obsessed with him. Oh my goodness, this is everything. Oh. Oh my goodness, this sounds so good, does it not? And I love the book cover. Not that that should mean anything, but I love it. Okay, next up, a novel love story. Love that this is a pick. Love because I love Ashley Poston. I have already purchased a copy of this book this past week, but I'm so excited that this is a pick because I want everybody to read it. Includes a cat, magical realism, and romance. A professor of literature finds herself caught up in a work of fiction, literally, from the New York Times bestselling author of The 7-Year Slip and The Dead Romantics. Spice rating 3 out of 5. Open door. Let's see. Eileen Merriweather loves to get lost in a good happily ever after, the fictional kind anyway, because at least imaginary men don't leave you at the altar. She feels safe in a book at home, which might be why she's so set on going to her annual book club retreat this year. She needs good friends, cheap wine, and grand romantic gestures, no matter what. But when her car unexpectedly breaks down on the way, she finds herself stranded in a quaint town that feels like it's right out of a novel, because it is. I also just love the happy colors of this book. So, yeah. Next up, we have The Stardust Grail by Yumi Kitase. A mystery sci-fi. Oh, interesting. Save one world, doom her own. From the acclaimed author of The Deep Sky comes a thrilling anti-colonial space heist to save an alien civilization. Interesting. Violence, colonization, war, torture, pandemic, and infertility. Interesting. Okay, let me read a little bit more. Maya Hashimoto was once the best art thief in the galaxy. For 10 years, she returned stolen artifacts to alien civilizations until a disastrous job forced her into hiding. Now she just wants to enjoy a quiet life as a graduate student of anthropology, but she's haunted by persistence and disturbing visions of the future. Then an old friend comes to her with a job she can't refuse, find a powerful object that could save an alien species from extinction, except no one has seen it in living memory, and they aren't the only ones hunting for it. Interesting. A sci-fi mystery book. Do you see that thing? It's like a creature. It looks kind of like an octopus, but I'm assuming it's an alien. All right. All right, we have Masquerade, debut novel, fantasy, historical fiction. I love this cover. So cool. Set in a wonderfully reimagined 15th century West Africa, Masquerade is a dazzling lyrical tale exploring the true cost of one woman's fight for freedom and self discovery and the length she'll go to secure her future. Death, war, and kidnapping. So it looks like it's set in Timbuktu, conquered by the warrior king, living conditions for the women in her blacksmith guild who are already shunned as social pariahs grow even worse. Looks like it's going to be a heavy read. Nice. All right, we have Whoever You Are, Honey by Olivia Gatwood, debut novel, early release, LGBTQIA plus, literary fiction, and sci-fi. I love that they mimicked the dripping face with the dripping Aardvark logo on this one. Iconic. This darkly brilliant debut novel explores how women shape themselves beneath the gaze of love, friendship, and the algorithm by a thrilling feminist voice for the age of AI. This one is just chef's kiss. What happens when what was once considered dystopia is now reality? Y'all, you know I'm reading this. Oh my goodness. I have never read Life of the Party by Olivia Gatwood. I'm showcasing Olivia Gatwood's talent as an essential author for our hyper digital age. Whoever You Are, Honey is gripping, seductive, and persistent novel that dissects relationships between women and examines how striving for perfection and desirability plays out in spaces where technology and power intersect. It just sounds like it's going to be a wild ride, and it's kind of what I'm looking for. And then I was a teenage slasher, which I know is on a lot of people's most anticipated. My problem is his books, Stephen Graham Jones' books, always sound amazing. Amazing. Okay. All of the synopsis, I'm like, sign me up. So good. 100%. I'm going to love this book. But I don't like the writing. So I end up DNFing it, or I end up not like rating it very high, like 1 star reviewing it. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that. I wish I could get into the writing. And every single book that they release, I'm like, this is the one. It's going to change. I'm going to love it. So we have an early release horror book from the New York Times bestselling horror writer Stephen Graham Jones. Comes a classic slasher story with a twist, perfect for fans of Riley Sager and Grady Hendrix. All of these are my favorite things. Slasher stories, twists, Riley Sager, Grady Hendrix. I mean, oh, it sounds so good. Death, violence, and gore. All of my favorite things to read about. 1989. La Mesa, Texas. Love it. But I just can't do it. Find yourself rooting for a killer in this summer teen movie of a novel gone full blood-curdling tragic. Like, this is one I'm just going to have to get from the library because I don't want to waste, like a slot on this book, but it sounds amazing. I literally can't get into the writing, y'all. Maybe it's probably a me thing because I know so many people love their books, but Good morning. Just watched the book of the month replay. So many, girl, I know it's a conundrum. You had me at sci-fi mystery. I've heard good things about her other book, Deep Sky. Yeah. Very good cover. So, y'all, what are y'all choosing? Like, is anybody getting anything? I was a teenage slasher. The Unraveling for sure. I'm getting the Unraveling. And I really want to get Whoever You Are, Honey. That book cover is iconic. And like, I already have a novel love story. The Stardust Grail, I'm nervous about, but it sounds really good. Masquerade, love the cover of. I don't know. What should I do? Should I try to get I Was a Teenage Slasher and then like give it away if I don't like it? I don't really know. But those are the Aardvark book club picks. If you're watching this back, let me know what you chose, what you think of the covers, what you think of the picks. And yeah, and then we will reconvene again next month and go over everything all over again. Don't forget, if you use my code TalkBookish, it gets you your first book for only $4 and you get free shipping. So yeah, it's kind of like a steal. So if you're planning to read one of these books and you don't have it yet, this is the way to do it. But everybody have a great day and I will see you all later. Bye.